further ado, description box down below, you'll find all my links down there. Go ahead and check all those out. Also, there is a like button down there. If you like the video, if you like the reaction, go hit that like button. And right next to it is that subscribe button. Go hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, y'all, let's get into it. Done talking? Let's go.
Entertainment, finally hanging out with Easy Mail, and congratulations! What a week!
Thanks, man.
And it's crazy because I know for you this has been like top secret for some time. So the fact that you've had to hold this secret for a long time, that must have driven you crazy. How did you?
Crazy
you
is an
keep
understatement.
it all together?
Bro, like if I say like, I'm not gonna lie, like doing some more reps in the workout like kind of helped out a little bit, because just like in itself, like the thought, like like it's running through my mind, like my mind's just racing with like the information, right? So I just let it all out in some workouts. So I guess it helped me a little bit. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, it's crazy because for me, my first experience with you was Till You're Dead, and that was like a moment where I was like, where did this kid come from? Who is this person? Like, I need to figure him out. And then on there, like the intro alone, it's like Eminem's evil twin.
Bro.
And then here we.
So what song are they talking about, y'all? I'm intrigued to know what he's talking about here, because he just said that's Eminem's evil twin. So it makes me seem like he is rapping about some crazy shit on here, or he's rapping, either or. But please let me know down below if anyone's heard that song and if you would like me to check it out. And here, we're going to go back. I'm not going to keep going back during the whole video, but I was like moving shit around. So we're good now. All right, y'all. Let's get it going. Let's go.
Where I was like, where did this kid come from?
Who
is this person? Like, I need to figure him out. And then on there, like the intro alone, it's like Eminem's evil twin.
Bro.
And then here we are today, Eminem's label, big signing, collaborations, big things happening. You called it early on, like, take me into that kind of process of like, Till You're Dead to now, like that kind of evolution. Because
man, you've
done a lot.
You're bringing back some memories with that one, because
what is Till You're Dead, y'all? I mean, obviously it's a song of his, or is that like a whole album? Was it just a song or an album? If you do know, please let me know. And do you think it's worth checking out? I mean, I haven't heard a bad Easy Mill song yet, so I'm definitely down to check it out, y'all.
Like, I would say that's the height of like identity crisis. It's like even how I was trying to sound on the beat, but that's why it's thanks to Eminem, because like trying to copy his voice, like rapping, like equipped me with like the skill to go throughout these years, and like how I've been writing rhymes. And
oh, that's what's up. Hell yeah. So, I mean, you guys have told me in the comments already, and then also I've heard Easy Mills say it a couple times now in the song, but so he is really a diehard M fan. That's dope. That's dope. M was probably like so much of his inspiration.
So, yeah, man, that in itself, cause like I basically just been like all in Shady Gang since a youngin, but
Oh, he answered my question.
not necessarily knowing the ins and outs. So I had to go through ways like how to in the industry, like to go out by myself to look for people to work with, and just throughout those times, like I kind of like some of the records that Shady M and everybody like in his team, like listening to them, like kind of it gave me like the empowerment, hip hop, just to keep on going for it.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned the identity crisis, because listening to that track and then listening to the stuff afterwards, it was like you gave us a mixture of every genre. So to me, I mean, nowadays I feel like when artists do that, it's because they're trying to figure out who they are, what their kind of style is. But you've been like true to yourself from the beginning. Like if you want to do rock, you do rock. If you want to be cheesy and do something acoustic, like you do it. If you want to
Yeah.
go hard and do some rap,
Yeah.
you do it. So like,
So he really has like full blown rock songs then, because I've read in the comments to check out some songs, and I've heard, you guys have told me that he has a couple like more rock songs, heavy metal type, but when I looked at that, I was thinking about like Falling in Reverse, Watch the World Burn. I was thinking like something like that, but he's talking about it like it's actually a full song of rock. Please let me know what those songs are, and I will get to those ASAP. I want to check those out. I want to see how Easy Mill sounds, um, doing rock.
Superly Real to me was like one of like those tracks that I was like, I
Okay,
come from the
Superly Real.
rock world, the punk world.
Yeah.
And so you doing that, you screaming the way that you did, like, I don't know
Wait,
if that guitar was
screaming?
you as well, but like, I was like, what? This can't be the same dude, like that dropped this last track. So, let's dive in and talk about that track and like,
Superly Real.
yeah,
Okay.
like going into it, like, you come from these hard bars and then now you
Alright,
jump into this
Superly
like
Real.
hard rock world.
I for sure. Yeah. So, what you want to know? What you want to know?
Just like, was that like a natural thing for you, like creating that track? Was that something that you were actively like trying to do?
Funny you dive into that, because I made that song while I was in Medhold in the Air Force.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
like, I was just
I
trying
know
to
about that
find
because
some
we
things
checked
to
out
do, like to make up with my
Lachlan.
time, because we had
Go check
already
that reaction
finished
out
cleaning
if you haven't
details.
seen
Like
it.
I had handled like my guys already.
Just like, was that like a natural thing for you, like creating that track? Was that something that you were actively like trying to do?
Funny you dive into that, because I made that song while I was in Medhold in the Air Force.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, I was just trying to find some things to do, like to make up with my time, because we had already finished cleaning details. Like I had handled like my guys already finished cleaning the latrine, and we was just out on the pad. And some of them were just like, all clicked up like on the table. But I kind of just, sometimes I would have this like, my own spews of time where I would just go off by myself into the other side of the pad, and I would bring out my pad out, and then I'd just be scribbling, scrabbling, like writing.
That's dope.
And then I kind of figured out like the lyrics to it. Like it was just like the lyrics first.
Yeah.
It was just not even no guitar, no instruments, nothing. It was just the lyrics, and I was kind of like penning down, sequencing how I was gonna go about like the structure of the song. Can you entertain me? Just maybe, like even that part, like how that.
Wait, what? Oh, I gotta check it out. Superly Real, y'all. I already got it written down. We're on it. We will get to that later today.
Like, keeps going. I came up with that first, because I made sure like the bridge was something that people could like. Yeah,
and it's cool. He said the pad. When I was in basic training, we called ours the pad, but I was like more like driving type thing. So we were outside on the concrete pad all fucking day. That shit sucked.
just brought me back to some days where in high school as well, like listening to Winger and some Guitar Hero songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of just that feeling.
It's cool because it really felt like you were trying to escape like emotions, feelings, whatever it is that you were going through. Like I felt it with those screams that you kind of had. How did you learn to scream the way that you? Because I kid you not, if
yeah, I gotta hear that, y'all. We are definitely checking out.
Your name was not on there and that was on the radio, I would have thought it was like a really big known rock band, like.
Hey, thanks.
So
man,
that's the thing that I was just like, this guy like does no harm.
Wait. What was the question again? Scream.
Your screams, your vocalization. How did you figure that out and learn how to do it? Because that, I mean, that takes technique.
That was in college, like right when I dropped out. Yep, right when I dropped out of college, and I was living in my grandma's house, and I was trying to figure out how to do music, like only when I would be at home, cause out in the streets with friends and whatnot, like we do whatever, skate, and then basically, and when I get home, I would just figure out some way, somehow to let.
He said skate. That's dope. I skated, y'all. I skated all through middle school, all through high school. and then I knocked out like all my front teeth, and I had to get them all fixed. So haven't really had much time to keep it going anymore after that. But I should have stuck with skating. Skateboarding was the shit. I loved skating, and I was good at it. But then that
Like all
happened.
of the, I don't know, negative feelings inside me kind of out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause being in the Philippines and just dropping out and stuff. So like kind of figure out the screams was to me was actually really difficult because I was already trying to emulate like my artists that were my favorite at the time, like Infant Annihilator, Dying Fetus, which was all like exhale vocals.
That was like super intense, yeah.
Yeah, exhale vocals. So it was hard to even get the. At first, I just sounded like that. But I kept trying it. Like every time I get home, no matter how awkward I thought I sounded, I just kept at it until like.
Man, what?
Until
crazy.
Kept learning.
That's crazy. Yeah, it sounded like just super natural. It didn't sound like you were trying. Like you've been doing this for years. So
Practice makes perfect, y'all.
like it's just crazy, just because like you really from the beginning you've been giving us so many different dynamics. We're gonna dive in and jump. We're gonna dive in into another track, Come Through, which I really liked because you gave me this like Lin Miranda kind of vibes with it. Like I felt like I can see this.
I don't know who that is, but
you will eventually know who that is. But like
I don't know who that is.
I feel
either.
like I felt like I was in a musical, in a play with that song, just because the way, like, even when like halfway through it's like, yo, Easy's not here, like, and I was just like, this feels so like a stage, like a play, like that was dope. Like, do you think about this stuff when you create your music, or you just let the pen just kind of lead, and like wherever your mind goes, that's what you create?
Like them, like musical stuff, wasn't necessarily like you know, a heavy thought going into making my music.
Yeah.
But I definitely see why people would, like y'all would say that, because in my life I would say like just fast forwarding like how musicals have probably been in it, like they've just been like through movies.
Yeah,
definitely 100%. So some movies that would like really affect me that had like musical parts in them, so probably that kind of like also played
blended
part in
in.
it.
Yeah.
So like how it bled out in terms of how some songs would be placed here, there. Like that's, I didn't even know it was like a theater thing when I titled my first album Act One.
Yeah. And
I
it felt appropriate.
Know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was like a theater thing. So that was cool.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because like later down the line, I don't know, some way, some form, like hip hop evolved into this space where, like, you know, like the theaters, like Hamilton.
Yeah.
Like, what the
So
heck?
that's Lin-Manuel Miranda. He created Hamilton.
Oh, that's him. Oh, my God.
Okay.
That's
Yeah. See, I didn't know that either. I had no idea.
Yeah. That was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Hamilton was like, yeah. That's hip hop in theater.
In theater form.
Right,
Yeah. And that's the same vision and feeling that I got when I listened to Come Through. And that's
Thanks,
why I was
bro.
like, whoa, wait a minute.
Bro.
Like,
that's
what is going on right
bro.
now? So, you know, in saying all that whole genre bending that you keep doing and annihilating, because you're like doing an amazing job with it. You know, here comes M and here comes Dr. Dre. They sign you to, like, I feel like 50 is the only other person that the two of them have been really like working together with, right? Like, and it's been some time. Like, they don't step out for just anybody. So the fact that they're doing that, and it's like breaking boundaries, man. It's like, it's a Filipino artist. You're rapping in Tagalog and in English. Like you're not just doing fully rap. Like you have some acoustic songs in here and a little bit of everything. And it's like, it doesn't sound like something that they would easily be like, you know what, I'm going to sign this artist, right? Like, so,
yeah,
you know, talk to me about that. Like, did you guys talk about?
That surprised me how M said because Up Down was fire. That's a fire ass song. And go check out the reaction if you haven't. But I would have thought like M would have been more tuned in on Easy Mill's I Don't Know freestyle. Because checking that out, that shit was fire. But that just seems more M to me than like the Up Down. but I guess M really liked that song, and that shit was a banger. And Easy Mill's just talented as hell. Easy's so fucking talented. He can do so much, and I've only reacted to what, 4 or 5 videos of his altogether. We still have a whole list to go through.
About this, like when that conversation first happened, like
now I'm finding out he does rock too and screams. I gotta check that out. So I'm not really a big fan of screamo, y'all, but we are definitely gonna check it out. I want to see how that goes.
Did you guys talk about like that kind of genre blending that you continue to do, like?
It was just something that, like, what you're saying right now. I feel very honored to be able to get praise from them for like that aspect in itself, because they also did mention it in that way too, like, oh yeah, you sing, you do all this, like, and I even showed Rapture, my song, Rapture to both of them, and M was like,
"Oh,
that sounds like a nightmare."
Well, what the hell is Rapture? I've seen that one in the comments too. Hold on, let me get this written down. We gotta get this right, y'all. I got a lot to go on. I'm guessing
that one
that's
went out.
Screamo too.
That one was not
I
allowed.
I remember that moment, bro. I said I got like I broke out laughing, but it was just, it's amazing to like that they recognize, like, I don't know what I am, but I just do what I feel like is right at the current moment.
Yeah.
And I guess like I'm gonna score my emotions through the genres, I guess.
Yeah. And I love that you're still being true to yourself. Like, I feel like it's hard. Like, artists get signed and they have to change their ways, or they have to be more pop friendly or radio friendly,
or even
whatnot.
like hone into one like image.
Yeah,
I feel like that's whack in terms of like have to be like one thing.
Yeah.
And then focus on that for like the rest of like the project. I mean, I get it. Like probably like my resonances would be the same, but even though it's the only thing you can say about it is acoustic, but if you're trying to pinpoint it to one genre, you whack.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And
I don't disagree with that. I mean, I think it's cool if you can go from multiple genres. First time I really ever heard that to like perfection was Falling in Reverse. But Easy Mill's so damn talented, I guarantee his shit is gonna come out fucking amazing, yo. I can't wait. Rapture and Superly Real. Stay tuned for those, y'all, because they will be dropping very, very soon. I just don't know when, but it will be today.
Talking about Realist is like that debut that you had with M on the track.
Yeah,
dude.
dope ass song. Even though, y'all, I feel Easy went a lot harder, and he's got plenty of his older songs that he went way harder than he did on Realist, but he still had a fire cadence, a fire flow. What he was talking about was cool. What he was talking about was real cool. He had some bars in there, but I guess I thought when I first heard the song, I thought it was gonna be more like lyrical rap, like I said, like I don't know. I thought it was gonna be more of that type of song, but then it ended up being a great song anyways. That shit was fire, y'all.
You don't stop. You don't stop.
No, man.
Like, let's go into that studio session, and like, I know you presented that beat to them. Like, you already had that with you when you presented it to them. But like that process of you putting in your lyrics and M putting in his lyrics, like, what was that vibe like in the studio? Like, how was that collaboration?
It was just mad, like, energetic, you feel me? Because it wasn't, the majority of it wouldn't even happen if it wasn't for, like, them liking the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just showed it to them with, like, the first verse and the hook. That was all that was on it. And they vibe with it, bro, because I was just spilling some, like, feelings in terms of, like, talking to someone, you know what I'm saying? Not naming no names. But then when I heard that, like, they felt like, that's animosity, because, like, I didn't know what was going on, because, like, at that point in time, like, I was just working on songs, working on beats. That was one of them. And I was just, like, we was all focused on work. My girl was at work, So when it all happened, bro, it's like, I didn't even know, like, the who was, like, going against M's back on like some things with like what's going on in hip hop right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's still
Oh,
could
that's
be
always
addressed on the track.
something. They always
So
going
it just all like the precursor, like what I was
at
saying.
him.
I
It's
just felt
crazy.
like I what people said, like alley oop. Yeah, yeah. So that's dope.
Did it feel like just a natural kind of bounce between the two of you, or did you kind of have to learn his way? I doubt that you had to learn his ways because you've been a fan of his music for so long. Like I feel like you knew that already.
That's not like learning. I wouldn't say I've mastered like in certain aspects of rapping, but I guess in that sense, I just did what I would do. Like a lot of the people said, I didn't try to copy or
Or like out
Eminem
rap.
would do.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that people even if I did do what I did, people say, "Yo, he kind of sound like M still." But he's
M
him.
in Tagalog.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's so cool how to see because all you hear from M, especially when you're a fan of M like me, and M got all these a huge fan base out here, but yet he still gets all this hate. And so you get a lot of people that don't give him his credit, and then they're always trying to down bash him and downplay it and downplay M overall. So it's like, yeah, I think it's cool to see someone genuinely get so fucking happy over. I mean, of course, if you grew up and that was an inspiration, you're gonna be happy. But I said this in another video too. It's just it seems like, yeah, you gotta have that, confidence to you, and you're in the rap game, so obviously you want to be humble, but you still keep your image or whatever the fuck. But it's like I don't feel like we see anyone that just genuinely gives a full blown like fan reaction when it comes to someone that they got signed to, that like in this situation. They usually try to like just play it like it's all real cool, which is fine. But it's just cool to see someone like genuinely get fucking happy over that, because that's how I am with a lot of stuff. So I relate to that. Like I don't give a damn. I'd show however I feel at the time, or say, or anything going on is just exactly what you're gonna get. I don't know. I feel like it's too much work to try to like calm myself down or this and that.
For real, for real. That's dope to me.
Yeah, that is dope. And I love the fact that like even though like now you have this big team with you, you still took part in the production process. Like you've been producing your stuff since the beginning. Like
I feel like that's where I could like state my claim on that a little bit, because I'm really like I put my clothes out when it comes to the work.
Yeah.
Like, hey yo, like we'll fix this. It's like I'm like that, because I want to make sure I see to the creation from beginning to end. Because I feel like that's just what it's been for me. I feel like right now, like I actually just got comfortable with people sending me beats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you would think that
he makes all his own beats, right?
all your this whole time.
Yeah, cause like it was just a practice ground. Like I feel like back then, like using other people's beats to see what I could do, and still that you could hear the identity crisis was there, like in my voice as to who I wanted to sound like or whatnot. And I just it took some time to be natural on like any given beat, no matter if it sounded like
everything.
It would be whack.
That definitely makes sense. Now, I'm not a rapper, y'all, but I understand where he's coming from, because I've had times where I've like just effed around and I'm rapping, right? I'm just at home rapping or whatever the case is, driving. And now I don't know how to rap. Like, I'm not a good rapper. So I'm just trying to freestyle some random shit. And it usually always, like 99% of the time, 99% of the time, it's usually always copying the cadence or the flow or the rhythm of the original song maker. So, and I've tried to like put just my own cadence to it, but I usually just tend to go there. So I think I get what he's saying about that. Like that does take time to start to get rid of. Me, I still got it. I still do it every time. So now I just say fucking and I just sing the songs. Yeah.
Whack T.
But once he's finished explaining this, y'all, we're gonna finish this. I wanted to split it in half, and this video is getting pretty long. So we're gonna cut it here.
You or like you gotta figure out some way or form to make it sound like it's cool and it's laid back, chill, or like how we want to go at it, gangster or like or aggressive or whatnot. You gotta make it sound like you and the beat, marinated.
Yeah.
There we go. I feel like that was a great statement for him to say. He's looking at the camera too, so he's definitely talking to everyone when he's saying that. He's trying to teach y'all. Take the blueprint. Listen to what he's saying. And with that, part 2 will be up later today. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And if you like this, go down there, description box. Right next to it is that like button. Go ahead, hit the like button. And right next to that is that subscribe button. We are on the road to 1K. We're almost there. We're about 80 subscribers. I think like 100 subscribers away from 1K. Come on, y'all. Let's get this channel up to 1K. We're almost there. And next will be road to 2K. So, that being said, I will catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.